Example 3. Express tan 85 degree plus sine 75 degrees in terms of trigonometric ratios of angles between 0 degrees and 45 degrees. Solution. Given expression is tan 85 degree plus sine 75 degrees. We can write tan 85 degree plus sine 75 degrees as tan 90 degrees minus 5 degrees plus sine 90 degrees minus 15 degrees. Since cot A equals tan 90 degrees minus A, and cos A equals sine 90 degrees minus A. This implies that tan 85 degree plus sine 75 degree equals cot 5 degree plus cos 15 degrees. Therefore tan 85 degree plus sine 75 degree equals cot 5 degree plus cos 15 degrees, where angle is in between 0 degrees and 45 degrees. Example 4. Evaluate cosecant 31 degrees minus secant 59 degrees. Solution. Given that cosecant 31 degrees minus secant 59 degrees. Cosecant 31 degrees can be written as cosecant 90 degrees minus 59 degrees, since cosecant 90 degrees minus A equals secant A. This is equal to secant 59 degrees. Therefore cosecant 31 degree equals secant 59 degrees. Therefore the given expression can be written as follows. Cosecant 31 degrees minus secant 59 degree equals secant 59 degrees minus secant 59 degrees equals 0. Therefore cosecant 31 degrees minus secant 59 degree equals 0. Example 5. Show that tan 48 degrees into tan 23 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 67 degree equals 1. Solution. As we have to show that tan 48 degrees into tan 23 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 67 degree equals 1. First we need to solve from left hand side, here. Tan 48 degrees and tan 23 degrees can be written as tan 48 degree equals tan 90 degrees minus 42 degrees, and tan 23 degree equals tan 90 degrees minus 67 degrees. Therefore, tan 48 degrees into tan 23 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 67 degree equals tan 90 degrees minus 42 degrees into tan 90 degrees minus 67 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 67 degrees. This is equal to cot 42 degrees into cot 67 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 67 degrees, since tan 90 degrees minus theta equals cot theta. Rearranging the terms, cot 42 degrees into tan 42 degrees to one side, and cot 67 degrees into tan 67 degrees at another side, we get cot 42 degrees into tan 42 degrees into cot 67 degrees into tan 67 degrees. As we know that cot A equals cos A by sin A, and tan A equals sin A by cos A. Therefore, we can write cot 42 degrees tan 42 degrees into cot 67 degrees tan 67 degrees equals cos 42 degrees by sin 42 degrees into sin 42 degrees by cos 42 degrees, cos 67 degrees by sin 67 degrees into sin 67 degrees by cos 67 degrees. On simplification, we get 1, which is equal to RHS of the given expression. That is, tan 48 degrees into tan 23 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 67 degree equals 1. Hence proved. Let us now see an alternate method to solve this problem. Alternate method to solve cot 42 degrees into cot 67 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 67 degrees. As we know that cot A equals 1 by tan A, we can write cot 42 degree equals 1 by tan 42 degrees, and cot 67 degree equals 1 by tan 67 degrees. Therefore, we can write cot 42 degrees into cot 67 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 67 degrees as 1 by tan 42 degrees into 1 by tan 67 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 67 degrees. On simplification, we get 1. That is, tan 48 degrees into tan 23 degrees into tan 42 degrees into tan 67 degree equals 1. Hence proved. Example 6. If tan 2a equals cot a minus 18 degrees, where 2a is an acute angle, find the value of a. Solution. Given that tan 2a equals cot a minus 18 degrees, tan 2a can be written as cot 90 degrees minus 2a, since tan 90 degrees minus theta equals cot theta. This implies that cot 90 degrees minus 2a equals cot a minus 18 degrees. Here as 90 degrees minus 2a and a minus 18 degrees both are acute angles, we get. This implies that 90 degrees minus 2a equals a minus 18 degrees. On rearranging the terms we get 90 degree plus 18 degree equals a plus 2a. This implies that 108 degree equals 3a. This implies that a equals 108 degrees by 3. This implies that a equals 36 degrees. Therefore the value of a is 36 degrees. Example 7. If tan a equals cot b, prove that a plus b equals 90 degrees. Solution. Given that tan a equals cot b, as we know that cot a equals tan 90 degrees minus a, we can write tan a equals cot b as follows. Tan a equals tan 90 degrees minus b. By observing above we get a equals 90 degrees minus b. A plus b equals 90 degrees. Hence proved. Example 8. If secant 4a equals cosecant a minus 20 degrees, where 4a is an acute angle, find the value of a. Solution. Given that secant 4a equals cosecant a minus 20 degrees, as we know that secant a equals cosecant 90 degrees minus a, then we get secant 4a equals cosecant 90 degrees minus 4a. Therefore we can write secant 4a equals cosecant a minus 20 degrees as cosecant 90 degrees minus 4a equals cosecant a minus 20 degrees. Given that 4a and a are acute angles, then we get 90 degrees minus 4a equals a minus 20 degrees. On rearranging we get 90 degree plus 20 degree equals a plus 4a. This implies that 110 degree equals 5a. This implies that a equals 110 degrees by 5. This implies that a equals 22 degrees. Therefore the value of a is 22 degrees.